Hi guys, this is Jerry from How To. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to install a Windows OS. That can be any version, Windows 7, Windows 8.1, even Windows 10. So Windows 10 is going to be launched very soon, so sometimes you may want to know about this installation technique. So in this tutorial I'll show you how to install Windows 7 without USB stick, with the installation setup files, or even without DVD. And I'm going to use Microsoft VHD feature on Windows to do this installation. I'm going to show you how to do this on my virtual machine. First, you need a couple of things here. First is you need to create a virtual hard drive, and the second is you need to create a separate drive to keep Windows installation files, setup files, and you need to install easybcd software that you can download from the link in the description. So I have already installed easybcd that you can see here. So first I'm going to create a virtual hard drive. So first go to computer and click manage, or you can type computer management and you'll get this. Just click that, then click disk management, then you get disk management panel here. Here you can see I have a couple of drives. Actually I have a ISO image file mounted on a drive, then I have a C drive. So anyway, I'm going to create a virtual hard drive. Actually I had already uploaded a separate video about how to create a virtual hard drive. However, I'm going to show you how to do that on this as well. So first, to create a virtual hard drive, just go to actions and create VHD and locate this file on C drive, somewhere on C drive, because otherwise you can't actually install Windows 7 from your virtual hard drive. So you need to keep this on C drive, then only it will work. So name it whatever you want, Windows 7 VHD, and I'm going to save it on desktop. Okay, then allocate how much storage you want. Just I'm going to allocate 5 GB, and there are a couple of options here. You can choose fixed size and click OK. You won't see the hard drive until you activate that virtual hard drive. So it's now being created. So it's been created. Now you can see that 5 GB of hard drive. However, it's been allocated, and this drive can't be seen in your Windows Explorer. So if you go to computer, you can see that drive here. To enable that drive, just right click here, not here but here. Okay, then click initialize disk, then keep it default MBR master boot record, then click OK. Then it's been initialized. Now you need to allocate this drive. So just right click here and click new symbol volume and just go through this allocation panel. So click next. You can make any changes you want here. You can also assign here, you can assign a letter. So keep it default. I'm going to keep it default. So click next. Then if you want to name it, you can do that. Windows 7 VHD, the unique name, so you can easily identify that drive. Otherwise keep it default, then click next. Here you can analyze the settings, and if you want to make any changes, go back. So anyway, I don't want to make any changes here, so everything is fine. So click finish. Then that 5 GB of hard drive will be allocated, and now I can access that drive. Oh, something is wrong. I don't know what's really going on. Maybe a letter. Now here you can see that that drive is available. So in case after you are creating the virtual hard drive, if you don't see that drive, just right click and click offline, and right click again and click online. Then you should see that drive. So this is the VHD file. Here you can see the VHD file. So I have created a virtual hard drive. So now I'm going to copy Windows installation file from my virtual drive, CD drive, to this Windows 7 virtual hard drive. So right click and open a new window and copy all these files and paste it in that virtual hard drive that you created earlier. So here, okay, so it will take a couple of minutes. So I have copied all files to the VHD virtual hard drive. So now I'm going to create another partition. If you don't create a separate partition and keep these files again in that partition, you will get an error while installing that. Some drivers are missing, so you will have to locate those drivers. So in this case, you need to create a separate partition again and keep this Windows 7 installation media or installation files in that hard drive. So I'm going to create a separate partition from here, from C drive. I'm going to shrink volume first, then only I can create a separate partition. Yeah, so shrink volume, then I need to shrink about 5 GB. Just type in the size you want to shrink so that you can allocate that storage for a separate drive here. So enter the amount of space to shrink in MB. Yeah, so I'm going to shrink 5 GB. Then I will allocate that for a separate drive. Yeah, so click shrink. So here is the new partition here, unallocated. So I'm going to allocate that partition. So right click and click new symbol volume. So and click next. Just follow panel. Just follow this settings panel. Then click next and name whatever you want, like Windows drivers. Yeah, and click next and finish. Then that drive will be allocated and I can access that file from here. So now there's something wrong. I need to change its letter. Change the drive letter and path. Change. Maybe yeah, it's now available. So here you can see I have created a virtual hard drive. This is a virtual hard drive, and I have copied all setup files to that drive, and I have created a separate partition from that C drive. I shrinked 5 gigabytes of volume and created a separate drive here. So what I am going to do is again copy all these files from that virtual hard drive to this Windows driver partition. So while installing you won't get any error like Windows drivers are missing or locate Windows driver like that. So otherwise you can install Windows from virtual hard drive. So you need both a virtual hard drive and a separate partition to keep the Windows installation media. Now I am going to unmount this drive so you won't get confused. Yeah, I'm not installing anything from that. So it's gone. Yeah, so I have copied those files to the G drive that I created. Then you can see that I have 3 drives here. So I have 3 drives here. One is C drive, that default drive, and the second one is the virtual hard drive that we created first. Then the third one is the Windows drivers drive that we shrink the volume from the C drive and created this new G drive. Yeah, so I have installation files in this virtual hard drive as well as in this Windows drivers. Okay, we created this G drive and keep the installation files in this drive so as not to get any error while installing. So now what you needed to do is install the easybcd. I hope you have already installed. If you haven't, just go to the link given in the description and download. It's completely free and you can download it and install. So installation is pretty straightforward. You just need to click the setup file and it will walk you through the installation. So that's it. I have already installed, and here you can see that easybcd. Yeah, just I'm going to open easybcd and click yes. So this is an easybcd software. Here you can see some options here. Then this is the default settings you get after you install easybcd. And if you want to add additional boot settings, just go to add new entry, and from here you can add new boot settings. So if you want to edit already added boot settings, here you can see that edit boot menu. So it also has some other features as well. I'm not going through those features now, so I'm just going to create a new boot settings. So click add new entry and go to here, click add new entry and switch to WinPE, and from here just choose that type Vim image. Okay, then name it whatever you want. Windows installation Windows 7 VHD, and click the locate, then go to your drive, that Windows virtual hard drive, not this drive. So I'm going to, because if you have a dynamic hard drive and if you have created from that dynamic hard drive, you may not be able to install Windows. So make sure that you browse to that virtual hard drive we created first. Okay, so go to that virtual hard drive, then go to sources and locate this boot Vim file. Okay, source, this is the installation media. Yeah, go to virtual hard drive, sources, and here you can see that boot Vim. Locate that file and click open, and that's it. Then click add entry, then it will add the new entry on your easybcd, and here you can see the new settings here. So this is the new settings, and if you want to edit anything you can do it from here. And you can also change the time, countdown time. If you want to increase or decrease the time, you can do it from here. But anyway, I'm going to keep it default, so click save. Yeah, so I hope everything went right. Just click save settings, then close. Okay, so we are almost ready to install Windows 7 from virtual hard drive. Yeah, so what I am going to do is just restart the system, so you will get that boot menu to choose from, so that I can install Windows, whatever the version may be, from the virtual hard drive. Yeah, so I'm going to restart the Windows, then click restart and click OK. So you should get a boot menu from which you can choose. Yeah, here you can see that you have a boot menu here. You can choose a media from this. So I'm going to, this is a default one that's already installed. I'm going to choose this one. Yeah, so Windows 7 VHD that we created. So from that media we are going to install Windows 7. So just click yes, so you can see that it's loading. Anyway, I'm not going to install Windows 7 again. All what I wanted to show you how to install the Windows 7 without USB or DVD. So you can just install Windows 7 or Windows 8.1, Windows 10 from virtual hard drive without any DVD or USB installation media. So here you have the installation panel here, then click next, click install. So it's preparing. So here you can see that accept license and click next. You know, I created a separate partition named Windows drivers. Yeah, so unless you create that partition and keep the all settings Windows 7 settings files in that, when you click this I accept license and click next, you will get an error saying that you got some drivers missing. So you will have to locate those drivers. However, you may not be able to locate, you know, you may not get stuck in the middle of installation. So make sure that you create that separate partition and keep all the settings files in that drive so that you won't get that error. Yeah, so this is how you install Windows OS. So whatever version, maybe even Windows 10, without Windows installation DVD or USB stick. Yeah, so you can just install Windows 7 from your virtual hard drive. Create a virtual hard drive and create a separate partition, put all the settings files in those drives, and install easybcd and set up the settings. You know, create a new entry on easybcd and save it and restart, and you'll get this boot menu, and choose the installation media that you created and go through the installation. So that's it guys, that's how you install Windows 7 without Windows 7 installation DVD or USB stick. So I hope this helps, and please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and thanks for watching.